There's a role inside every IT organization that nobody talks about. The person responsible for integrations. They're expected to deliver everything and make sure nothing breaks at the same time.
And these people are kind of in between a rock and a hard place. I need to do everything, I need to meet every demand, but at the same time I have to make sure that nothing breaks. So that sort of creates this vicious cycle of trying to keep things together and at the same time deliver. Quite often we see backlogs that are 6 months, and it means that, of course, you always have to prioritize. But nowadays, the mindset shift also goes like AI and automation, that you should be able to do more with less. If you keep on doing it as you did 5 years ago, you're lagging behind. You just build on top of something that is not feasible. You are just adding that, as we would say, integration tax. Enterprise IT has moved already away from this, like building on legacy, so that you have means to improve. That's something that is missing, is that like, how do we continuously improve the service levels? How do we continuously improve our capability to deliver? And if you keep on doing the old way, it's unlikely that you can improve. You're actually lagging behind, as I already said. Simply put, it means, let's take a DevOps or IT Ops as an example. There should be certain requirements for integrations before they can be operated. So it's not fair for the supporting organization that anyone can just go and do integrations just like that. It's kind of a shadow IT back in the day, and then expect to get support for them. So it's just unfair. And that's why I strongly drive this idea of integration is part of our services. This is how we operate, and this is how you get this. Unfortunately, the gatekeeping is something that typically also keeps your ship afloat. There are people who are responsible of operating side of things, and they should be allowed to set these guardrails. There will be more people working closer to the business, understanding the business requirements and turning them into the integration requirements, and then delivering it. With automation, AI, all things happening there, eventually we will move away from this carpentering, like carpenters just doing whatever they can, into more like an industrialized way to do it. So you need people still managing the outcomes. I think it's a more like a not threat but an opportunity for integration specialists, experts in this field to grow into more business-facing roles. They are the ones who are owning it. They are the service owners. They own the outcomes, not just the technical development. The integration work will be automated. We can all agree on that. So there will be solutions that are more mature, easier, more reliable, not so technical, or the technology is automated so that people who understand what the business needs will thrive. So I think that's the ultimate goal, that people can focus on the valuable parts of the business, not firefighting, not developing, but what is really creating tangible business value and outcomes. When it comes to integration specialist role, is that especially in the Western countries, where typically these technical tasks have been outsourced to Asia or somewhere else with the low cost, because of there's so much of a low level work. Now with this new approaches like AI and automation, I strongly believe that this is a super great opportunity for the people here in the EU and Western countries to really step up a couple of ladders, because of we have a higher education, we have a lot of competencies, and now that we can release these people from these dull repetitive tasks into something that is more valuable and meaningful. And that's the essence also about the integration option. How do you manage the whole life cycle? Because it requires holistic understanding of your business, of the business requirements, and also how you actually change the approach and the culture for the integrations as a whole, not just a moving away project into this business outcome driven service.